Hi everyone. In this video I will explain how you can access COMSOL, which is installed in the engineering building computers. So we will start by going to this URL, vlab.vdi.wayne.edu. Then we are going to have this page. So you have two options to either install a software that's called VMware, okay, or you can use the browser instead of that. I would personally prefer to install it, especially if you are using COMSOL, let's say for example for the project of this course. So you will click the installation icon, and then you will be directed to this page, and then you'll choose the download link depending on your operation system. So for any student who is using Windows, so they will use this link, and for other students who are using Mac, they will use the other one. Okay, so after clicking into that, you will start downloading, and when the download is finished, you will just simply perform a simple setup of that software. After restarting your computer, you will open the VMware software. Okay, now you will need to add a server. For the server name, you will type in the same URL which you used initially to access the VMware website, and you will click connect. Now you will use your academic credentials, which is your access ID and your password. You will click into the engineering VLab to access the computers in the engineering building. Now we have the desktop ready. To open COMSOL, we'll go to the Start menu, and we'll scroll down to COMSOL Multiphysics 5.6. Make sure you are using the 5.6 version, not the 5.4. So this is the latest version, and the tutorials will be given based on this one. This is the first window that we are going to see. And there are two choices, whether to go for the model wizard or the blank model. The difference between these two is that the model wizard sets up the environment for you for your specific needs. So for example, if we need to use the electrochemistry part and the heat transfer physics as well, so the model wizard will have things ready for you. While the blank model will ask you, or you will need to build everything from the scratch. So it is recommended for beginners to start with the model wizard. Now we'll need to select the space dimension. When we talk about simulating batteries, there are two parts. There is the electrochemistry part, and there is the heat transfer one. For this video, because it is an intro video, we are only going to use the electrochemistry part. And since we are using only electrochemistry, so 1D will be good enough for us. But if we are including the heat transfer, in that case we will need to use either 2D or 3D dimensions. After selecting the space dimension, we'll need to select the physics. There are different physics that are available in COMSOL, but for our case, we are going to use the electrochemistry node. And to be more specific, we'll go to the batteries and select lithium-ion battery. So we will add this physics. So later on, if we need the heat transfer part, we can add that from the heat transfer node. After selecting the physics, we will choose the required study. There are different types of studies, but since we're talking about batteries, so there's a reaction, and the reaction is time dependent. So we will select the time dependent with initialization study. And we can conclude the initial setup with done. So now the environment is ready and we can start working on COMSOL.